let's talk about heartbreak, shall we? Let's talk about love. Let's talk about sex, baby. No, listen, we've all been there. We've all been through heartbreak, man, woman, everything in between, whatever you identify as, whatever you are in your heart and in your soul. It could be with love. It could be as a child having an ice cream cone, dropping it on the fucking floor. Everyone's been through fucking heartbreak, and everyone's had that moment where you just can't let go. We've all had love in our lives. Now, no matter what gender, no matter what race, no matter what you are, what you feel, when you stick your dick in crazy, that's when you get this. Look at him. Wait, I'm doing this wrong. Wait. Look at him. Look at that beautiful chiseled physique. Look at those beautiful baby blue eyes, that beautiful brown hair. Don't pay attention to the knife or don't pay attention to the blood. Please don't, because he is terrifying. But look at him. He is chiseled out of fucking stone. Oh, if he was to chase me down the street with a fucking knife, I would turn around and let him slit my throat. Don't you fucking worry about that right there. But, unfortunately, we've got to break up with him. Because we've listened to our friends, we've listened to our family, and we all agree. After the interventions that we've had, after the times that they've sat us down and told us how crazy it was, we never saw it. But then he slashed us, and it hurt. It didn't feel sexy. It didn't turn me on, watching the blood run down the skin. So we all agree, in our minds, we need to go. It fucking breaks our heart. Udda. But we need to break up with him because it's just too dangerous. He's a fucking god. Look at him. He's a prince. But it needs to be done. So this is how to break up with your Yandere boyfriend. And my name is Ash the Unicorn Skull. And I think it's time to do the unthinkable. Type your username. No, I'm joking. We're going to go with classic Ash because that's me, unfortunately. Hey, Ash! How's things? Oh, got some Pinot. The sound of your name jolts you back to reality. All right, then. Oh, coming into focus. You blink, realizing you're staring blankly at your open screen for who knows how long, doing absolutely nothing. Your gaze drifts to the clock, to the wall, still office hours before shifting to the person who's calling your name. It's your co-worker, the one who's been working closely with you for a while now. Unlike the person she replaced, the two of you get along surprisingly well. For a moment, you just stare blankly at the files she's extending towards you. They need some last-minute changes before sending them to the client. Something about increasing the font size by a point. She mimics your boss's mannerisms perfectly, coasting a faint smile from you. Sorry about this, by the way. It's very, very warm. It's the middle of May. For some reason, it's absolutely sweltering. As you take the files, your fingers instinctively return to the keyboard, tapping out of the same monotonous rhythm as always. You still haven't talked to him, have you? A few people pass by your desk, arguing loudly, but you keep your eyes fixed on the screen and mutter, "Not yet." How much longer are you going to delay this? It won't change anything. I know. Your co-worker takes a sip from her mug without lifting her hands from the keyboard, then grimaces. Thanks to your boss dragging out the meeting, the coffee's gone ice cold. You can't keep doing this. Weren't you dead set on telling him last night? Your eyes roll dramatically and exhale, knowing full well she won't see it. I tried, but in the middle of our video call, his dog suddenly started throwing. Ugh. How was I supposed to drop a breakup on him like that? I'm not heartless. Well, you're not. Was it serious? You tried to recall the last message your boyfriend sent you this morning. I think she swallowed something or had an allergic reaction. Either way, I'm sure she's fine now. Soren took her to the vet this morning. Perfect opportunity. Call him somewhere after work and talk. But Soren would never leave his dog alone like that. He's crazy attached to her. He's fucking crazy, alright, by the sound of him. It'll only take half an hour? No way. How am I supposed to explain why I'm breaking up with him in half an hour? It's impossible. People break up with a single text these days. If you do that, you are a prick. Just saying. That's way too harsh. Besides, he'd never accept that. Your co-worker suddenly stops typing and turns around to you, confused. You don't need him to accept it. Just tell him you don't feel the same anymore, unless that's not exactly the case. Your fingers freeze mid-type. Of course it is. Alright, don't get mad, but if you're so sure about breaking up, why keep delaying it? You swallow hard before answering, as if you've been asking yourself the same thing. Of course, this isn't the kind of question you can resolve in the middle of a workday, mid-conversation with a worker. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good at breaking hearts as you are. See? More excuses. Maybe you should reconsider. You might regret it later. No, I have to end it. Like I said, my feelings have changed. I know how good he is to me. He's devoted, but I can't return it. Lately, I've been thinking about my ex. Oh! Defensive now. Your voice is raised slightly. Not that I want him back. It's just things were so different with him. Maybe Soren and I just aren't right for each other. To your surprise, the co-worker nods. That's fair. I'm sure he'll be happy with someone else too. You're right. I'll tell him today, and this time I mean it. Yo, we vibrating. That feels good. Just then the files on your desk suddenly start to tremble, startling you. Sorry. Oh, is that us? We hot. It takes you a second to realize it's just your phone vibrating beneath them, but the moment you see his name flashing on your screen, an odd tension coils in your chest. Your eyes dart to your co-workers. It's him. Unlike you, she's almost excited, nudging you towards the phone. Perfect timing. Check what he wrote. Whose printout is this? It got mixed in with mine. Someone's grumbling by the printer and the co-worker jumps up in a hurry. Bye! Left alone, you hesitate. A part of you dreads what new complication this message might bring, something that could unravel your resolve. Your finger hovers before finally tapping the screen. Wow, let's read all this. Waiting for the test results, but they said she ate something she shouldn't have ate. Oh, sad eyes. Hey love, we've finished early at the vet, so I went shopping. Got those ribs. Oh, I got my ribs! Me! Yes! Why are we breaking up with this guy? Cooking a special dinner tonight, just the two of us. What do you say? You exhale sharply, leaning back in your chair and closing your eyes. Your co-worker rushes back, papers in hand. What did he say? You glance around the office, making sure no one's paying attention, then show her the text message. This is great. All you have to do is go, then explain things as kindly as possible. From what I remember at the company dinner, Soren seemed like a very reasonable, kind guy. You'll end things clean and with no drama. You have no doubt Soren is reasonable, level-headed and even, and yet the thought of having that conversation stirs an inexplicable unease in you. You can't explain why. Soren's the definition of ordinary. Dog, remote job, weekends, split between bad movies and you. No surprises, no drama, just life. Painfully ordinary. Maybe that's part of why you want to leave. Compared to your ex, no. You can't keep making comparisons yet. Not until this is over. With a quick tap of your keyboard, you reply, "Of course I'll be there." The rest of the workday passes in a hectic blur, yet somehow faster than you expected. I gotta admit, this art looks sick. Like, the way it's painted and shit. It's so cool. By the time you packed up and chatting with your co-workers on your way out, you realise you're in the best mood you've been in for days. Your co-worker flashes you a knowing smile before parting ways. Don't forget to text me the updates, I'll be waiting. Jesus, she here for the tea. That's what she here to spill that tea. But the moment dinner crosses your mind, all your anxieties come crashing back down like a weight on your shoulders. You freeze mid-sidewalk, earning a few annoyed bumps from passers-by. Alright, see you. I'm trying to act it out. What the fuck am I doing that? Since you need to stop by your place first, you hurry into the crowded metro and pull out your phone, only to find bad news waiting. No, Soren hasn't cancelled. Worse, you completely forgot to pick up your dress from the dry cleaners for your best friend's birthday party tomorrow. We've noticed you haven't picked up your dress yet. It's freshly cleaned and waiting for you at Suds and Suds. I like that name. Don't forget to stop during our hours, 8 AM to 7 PM. Your stomach drops as you reread the reminder text, double checking that the shop's address and hours. The dry cleaner is in the exact opposite direction of Soren's place. If you go now, you will definitely be late for dinner. Your other option? Skip the party entirely. With tomorrow's big client meeting, your boss won't give you even an hour's break, and you can't exactly show up to your friend's fancy venue in some random outfit. Oh, this is our first choice, but we're going to save it. I'm going to save it just in this empty slizot. Oh, this autosave. And that's 1. Wait. Oh, is that a quick save? Because you got A. Oh, auto saves, quick saves, and then just manual saves. All right, so this is the first option that we've got. Swing by the dry cleaners, skip the dry cleaners. Well, we're going to break up with him anyway, so let's just give him a reason to break up with us. That's just so mean. The weight of the impending conversation with Soren already presses down on you, but right now, more than anything, you need this. An evening with your friends, a chance to breathe. You owe yourself a small mercy. Besides, Mia isn't just any friend, she's your childhood confidant. You could never abandon her on her birthday. You hop off the metro and power walk to the dry cleaners, arriving just before closing time. And you clutch the freshly cleaned dress and step back onto the street. A wave of relief washes over you. Tomorrow's party will be perfect. You'll laugh, you'll forget, you'll live. But then it hits you. You need to text Soren. Hey, running a bit late, something urgent came up after work. A pang of guilt stabs your chest as you hit send. You should explain, but how? I hope it's okay. He doesn't even know about the party or the breakup, and now is definitely not the time. His reply pings instantly. No worries, babe. It doesn't seem crazy, so at the minute it doesn't seem. He seems fine. Don't rush. Be careful. I can come pick you up if you'd like. The message conjures a memory. Your last night out together, rushing downstairs in heels. One snapped mid-step. You nearly tumbled head first. If he hadn't caught you. You'd buried that humiliating moment, yet he remembers. You rush home, shower in a haze, and throw on something comfortable before sliding into a waiting Uber. Of course, you don't forget to text Soren. Thanks, babe, no need, I'll keep you posted. I'm on my way now. Great, babe, we're waiting for you. We? Who the fuck is we? A dog? The word we sends an involuntary ripple of unease through you until you remember. Right, it's just him and his hot dog, like always. Tonight, you won't tolerate any distractions, no excuses, no turning back. Since Soren's place is quite far from the city centre, you have plenty of time during the journey, and the question that has been weighing on your mind for days, resurfaces again. Is breaking up with him truly the right decision? If you were to bypass your indecisive reasoning and instead trust your feelings just as you intend to tonight, you would find your answer crystal clear. You no longer want to continue this relationship. There is something wrong here, something that simply feels wrong to you. Ah! God, in your ears it just sounds fucking weird. Just then your phone buzzes with a notification pulling you from your thoughts. Assuming it's a message from your boyfriend, you reach for your phone, but then the name flashes across the screen that makes your heart involuntarily quicken at its pace. Lord. Yo, is this the ex? Is this my ex coming to communication? But yo! Law's got the tats! Look at them eyes! Yo, why did you break up with this motherfucking first? Yo! This chick get dick. That's what I'm saying. She get dick. You know what I'm saying? Your ex-boyfriend. Or rather, the ex-boyfriend who has been creeping into your thoughts more and more often lately. Hey, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Sorry if I'm bothering you. I just wanted to know if you're coming to the party tomorrow. He's going? After you read this message, an inexplicable thrill rises within you. She getting a lady boner. Knowing Lars' fondness for crowded, lively gatherings, and the fact that he shares mutual friends with Mia, whose birthday is tomorrow, you're certain he'll be there. Wait, he just asked you to fucking go to the party? But what puzzles you is why, after all these months of silence, his first message is about this. My thought is that he's with Mia, and he's in a relationship with Mia now, they just never told her. Because obviously he's going to be at the party, because if that's his girl, if Mia is his girlfriend now, he's going to be there, which is obviously why he asked her if she's going to be there to stop any awkwardness or stop her from finding out in a bad way. You have no idea. Should you respond? Your fingers hesitate over the screen. Your inner voice is whispering that it would be a mistake. Yet another part of you burns to know. Has he really moved on, and aches to answer him? Oh! This is the second one. I'm gonna save it in a different slot. I'll put it in a different slot. We're gonna go down the story. I'm gonna save over that one soon. Listen. They're an ex for a reason, right? They're an ex for a reason. So just don't text him. I've been there. Don't text him. Leave it. Don't text him. Yeah. You slip your phone back into your pocket and turn to look out the window. Yes. Good girl. Right now, you have neither the time nor energy to respond to that message or to dwell on what you might be going through what might be going through Lars's mind. You know the reason he's been creeping back into your thoughts lately is because of the emotional void and anxiety stirred by your decision to end things with Soren. You've experienced this pattern in past relationships, but the past needs to stay where it belongs, behind you. Yes! As you step out of the Uber, you notice the light patter of raindrops tapping against the car window as you turn into a steady downpour. Seeing how dark the sky has grown, you check the time on your phone and only you realise you're running later than you thought. The realisation sends a ripple of tension through you. You pick up your pace, crossing the small garden of Soren's house, an old but sturdy looking 2-story detached home. Its renovations perpetually postponed. That's some wordplay right there. You rush beneath the pergola at the entrance, doing your best to shield yourself from the rain. As you press the doorbell, you take a moment to notice how the neighbourhood, made up of entirely the similar detached houses, remains just as calm and quiet as ever, rain or not. Soon the muffled sound of footsteps and the distant dog barks pierce through the hum of the rain. Then the door swings open and here he is. Damn! What is going on with that picture? Oh fuck, is that a glitch? Yo! My boy! You got some... I mean, you look great. You look... 10 out of 10. Christmas jumper. Loving that. Right, but what the fuck is going on with this? We're just going to ignore it. But ignore it. We'll just get on with it. Despite the difference in your height, he leans forward just enough to clearly see the warm smile spreading across his face. Welcome, love. Come in. Don't get any wetter. Well, seeing you, my friend, is too late. You know what I'm saying? You fucking... Whoa. What is going on with that picture? I tell you, we need another picture for this guy. We need to refresh. I love the lo-fi going on as well. I love lo-fi in general, but this is nice. He steps aside to let you in, and as you cross the threshold, the familiar warmth of the house wraps around you. The contrast between it and the cool, damp air outside, or perhaps the weight of what is about to happen, sends a faint shiver down your spine. Just then, Soren closes the door swiftly behind you and turns to face you. Oh, we're going to save it again. We might run out of saves. Actually, we might not, because there's fucking loads of them. So we're going to save it there. We're here to do a job. I'm sorry, mate. It might be best to put a little distance between you and him, especially with the breakup talk still looming ahead. So instead of hugging him or kissing him like you usually would, you settle for a warm smile. Unlike you, Soren leans in and presses a small kiss on your cheek, either unaware of your reserved demeanor or choosing to ignore it. Wait a minute. That's your dog? My guy! I was expecting like a German Shepherd or an Akita or a collie at least. I wasn't expecting a Chihuahua. Just then the dog trots over to the door where you're both standing, her tiny body trembling with excitement as she begins to growl at you with a surprising volume for her size. Shit! Scared the hell out of me, that did. You notice the wet marks around her mouth and immediately understands Soren must have tried to distract her with food before opening the door, hoping to soften her mood. But clearly she couldn't be bothered to finish her snack when the opportunity to antagonize you was so tempting. You missed Ash too, didn't you, princess? Aw, that's so cute. I should have called myself a woman. Well, Ashley is a girl's name in many parts of the world, so fuck it. We're fucking zooming in on a little creature like that. Get out. Princess is the small, greedy, one-eyed Chihuahua mix that Soren adopted, and though he refuses to admit it, she absolutely has anger issues. She looks like it. She looks like... You coming in my home? Wait. You coming in my fucking house? Touching my owner? You know what I mean? I'm the one that licks his balls, not you. Truthfully, with her temperament and eye patch she wears, Pirate would have been Yo, she got some shade. It would have been a more fitting name. Pirate, I love that. Don't mind her, she always gets a little sensitive after the vet. Oh, of course, no problem. But you know damn well it has nothing to do with the vet. She despised you from the moment you met for reasons you never understood. It's a territorial thing. Not that you can say that to Soren, who somehow still believes his princess is the sweetest, gentlest dog alive. It's you fucking in. A dog is not a dog you can drop kick over a fence. I'm sorry. Luckily, as long as he is around, her hatred doesn't escalate beyond bare teeth and growls. So as you both head to the living room, she settles for glaring daggers back at you. Alright, save again. Saving it again. Saving it again. I don't give a fuck about this dog's... I don't care about the dog's condition. She got an eye patch. I don't care. Don't ask. Don't immerse yourself into the life anymore. We want to be out. Alright? We want to be out of this life. We want to be away from him. Oh, he's so gorgeous. We want to be away from him and that fucking bitch right there. The last thing you want to think about now is Princess. So you skip over any updates on her condition without a second thought. After all, she was the one who ruined your video call last night, the one that delayed this breakup conversation for tonight. You could even say she's indirectly responsible for you missing the chance to pick up your dress for tomorrow's birthday party, meaning you'll probably miss it altogether. And that will most likely damage things with Mia, your best friend who invited you. It won't! We gonna make that shit, alright? I'm making that, alright? Well, I got ADHD. I'm gonna turn up fucking 3 hours early. I'm gonna be there. It's okay, you're fine. You're just tense. Maybe a little unfair demonizing a tiny, grumpy dog. The moment you step into the living room, the mouth-watering aroma of real... Sorry, I went Homer Simpson-ish there. That was nice. The fried ribs spills out of the kitchen, wrapping around you. A lot of things wrapping around you when you walk in this house. What about his hand on my throat? Yeah. Anyway, a single glance at the table tells you everything. The carefully arranged plates, the candles casting their warm glow. Your favorite wine chilled in an ice bucket. What is wrong? Why are we breaking up with this guy? Like, what's going on? I don't get it. Like, I'm trying to play along with the game, but he got my ribs. He got a warm house. This bitch can fuck off. But he nice. He understanding. He's got like 6 arms, but we'll ignore that. I don't really know what's going on with that. But I don't get it. It's painfully clear how much effort Soren put into this dinner, and the guilt inside you swells a little bit more. How many of your exes ever cooked you a meal like this for you? Good question. Think about that. Better question, how many have ever cooked for you at all? Not reheated leftovers or takeout. Actually cooked. Again, think about it. Yo, his eyes just dart. Was there even one among them who appreciated a meal you prepared? That, again, this be telling some truths, man. Do they appreciate the meals that you do for them? Maybe the real problem isn't the relationship, but your own feelings. Maybe what you should do is silence those unreliable emotions, the one that keeps dragging you down into the wrong relationships, and finally listen to logic. Not the rapport, the actual thing in your head. Instead of breaking up with Soren, you should be proposing to him. But why would Soren accept a proposal from someone like you? What the fuck is going on with my emotions right now? This is like voices in my head. Fuck off. Fuck you. No. This game is going deep in my soul right now, if I had one. You know what I'm saying? He has a better job, a nicer house, a reliable car, a beloved dog, hobbies that fulfill him, and a life that seems to be going perfectly well. Meanwhile, you have nothing but a job you consistently complain about, a few old friends, weak family ties, a bunch of trauma and debt left over from terrible past relationships. But the only thing you can offer him are your rather feeble love compared to his, some sex, maybe a bit of a charm, and a whole lot of chatter. Same. No, you're being too harsh on yourself. You want to remind yourself of the truth, that's all. Unlike your previous partners, you've never understood what exactly keeps him in this relationship. Could this be what they call true love? Unfortunately, after your past bad relationships, your instincts won't let you put those rose-colored glasses back on. You no longer believe in fairy tales with the White Knight rescuing the princesses from monsters. Whoa, shit got brighter. You quickly jump in, trying to come up with an excuse for your unusually long silence caused by your thoughts. Everything looks amazing! I want to see this food. If it's like anime food, I'll be happy, because I fucking love the look of anime food. It looks so rom-dilly-umptious. Even such a simple phrase as enough to keep his eyes light. As much as that simple phrase makes his eyes light up. I'm so glad you like it. The food is almost ready. Do you need any help? No need, darling. I've got it. Please just sit back and relax for a bit. You must be tired from trying to make it in time for dinner. You'd forgotten all about being late since he hadn't said a word about it until now. But now, even the subtle remarks from Soren is enough to unsettle your peace, what little of it you may still have left. You begin crafting several possible explanations in your head for why you were late, ones that don't involve the birthday party tomorrow night that he is unlikely to question. After checking on his dog, who has now gone to her bed in the corner, Soren smiles at you and disappears down the hallway. He'd be like, most boyfriends, gone. While you wait for him, maybe you could do something. Stay in the living room, go in the kitchen. Save again. What do we do? If we stay... we don't want to go in the kitchen because that might give him a chance to kiss or something along those lines, or act like, we want to see him because we missed him. So we'll stay in the living room. Before such an important conversation, you need a moment alone to gather your courage. Taking a deep breath, you sit on the couch. The wooden display cabinets, drawers, trinkets, porcelain, everything in your room, like the rest of the house, still preserved, the arrangement inherited from Soren's grandfather and grandmother. Everything feels so familiar and comforting. As the rain outside intensifies, the murmur of raindrops hitting the window grows louder, and you find yourself feeling surprisingly peaceful, as if you truly belong here. You know that by breaking up with him, you'll be saying goodbye to not only him, but all these beautiful memories as well. How long have you guys been together? Sounds like a fucking long time. Cut the sentimental and focus on your decision. Look at the family photo. We are here to do a job. This is what we do. But this isn't your first time. Of course, you can't compare your relationships with Soren to your previous ones. Among all your past boyfriends, he was the only one who showed the most care and attention. And he entered your life at the moment when you needed someone the most, proving that miracles can still happen in this world. Even so, that didn't guarantee your relationship would last forever, or that your feelings would never change, just like now. You're grateful for having met him, for the time you spent together. No matter how he reacts to your decision to break up, the truth won't change. At least, you hope it won't. Moments later, you hear footsteps approaching the living room. And now everything's ready. We can move to the table, darling. Again with the arms. Whatever. Your final dinner with Soren begins like no other, despite the tension churning inside you. As the scent of the warm lamb chops he's just served reaches your nose, you realize you're actually hungry. Hello. How you doing? He takes his seat across from you at the table and offers an encouraging smile. He's not really smiling. Please try it, love. I hope you'll like it. After everything he's done to prepare this for you, there's no way you could refuse. You pick up your fork under his attentive gaze and bring one of the pre-sliced pieces to your mouth. You don't need to be a gourmet to know this is perfection. The crispiness on the outside, the tenderness of the juicy center, the way every spice is blended, it's balanced just right. You've always known he was skilled in the kitchen, but this is flawless. Absolutely perfect. I've never had anything like this in my life. Is it like made of people or some shit? Is this what this is? Is this what this is? Are you at poison or some shit? There's something behind those beautiful baby blue fucking eyes. I don't trust, my friend. Watching you. He doesn't just react to the compliment itself. What satisfies him more is the fact that he sees it in your face, in your eyes. Even the soft glow in the candlelight, you can tell the emotion welling up behind his gaze. Smiling, he leans forward to refill your wine glass. I'm so glad to hear that, love. For the next minute or so, the only sounds are the raining tapping against the window and your utensils against the plate. Even Princess is absent, granting you both a moment of rare privacy. Oh, shit! We're on 1, so let's go to 2. Save it there. We're here to do a job. We're here to do a job. Oh, he's so gorgeous. We're here to do a job. There's nothing to gain from waiting any longer. You believe he deserves to know why you really came here. And if you delay it much more, you might lose the resolve to go through with it. You slowly set your fork on the edge of a plate, mustering all of your courage to lift your gaze to meet his. There's something I need to talk about. Oh, his eyes. A flicker of surprise crosses his face at the seriousness in your voice. Even so, when he speaks, his tone is just as soft and understanding as always. Of course, love. I'm always ready to listen to you. Look at this guy. If he wasn't crazy, I'll tell you. I'd let him go full bore. You take a deep breath, keeping your eyes on his. No stalling, no sugarcoating. I've been feeling like something's different lately about our relationship. His face, though. The surprise in his expression deepens. He says nothing. He just watches you in silence, waiting, always waiting for you to finish. Oh, there's a sex joke in there somewhere. It's the one thing you've always loved most about him, and also in this moment one of the hardest to face. His way of truly listening, of giving weight to every word you say. But there's no turning back now. You have to follow through. This isn't easy to say, but I think we need to break up. His eyes just went a little bit red. Shit! The tension in the room is so thick, your words seem to hang in the air like smoke. His expression doesn't change, but you notice his eyes drift to the wine glass instead of staying on you. You give him space, time to take it in. The sound of rain outside is to be growing louder, pressing onto the silence between you. You can see the darkness in his fucking eyes, I tell ya. When he finally looks back at you, the warm light that's always lived in his eyes is gone. I don't believe you made the decision on impulse, Ash. Did I do something without realizing? Something that hurt you? His voice is so gentle, so considerate, that his response fills you with guilt, even though you know how deeply this must be hurting him. No, never. Honestly, it's quite the opposite, Soren. Out of all the men who've gone into my life, you are by far the best. The thought of losing you, it hurts me too. Still, none of that changes the quiet certainty that this breakup is the right thing to do. You speak again quickly, not wanting to give him room to hope. This is about me, my feelings. Just don't think I can return the love the way that you deserve. I don't think I can be truly happy in this relationship. He finally speaks, his voice quieter, more subdued. How long have you felt this way? Or rather, how long have you known? You hesitate, knowing... 1 minute. Stop it, right? I feel like I'm on fucking book talk or some shit. I'm getting, feeling the emotion. Your boy getting emotional. Oh, yeah. Woo, yeah. It's good. I feel good. Well, not, because I'm heartbreaking, but it's still good. You hesitate, knowing too much detail will do more to harm than good, but you can't ignore his question. Since things got more serious between us, the last month, it's been something I just can't look past. I see. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry for saying things during dinner you prepared so thoughtfully, but I couldn't keep it to myself any longer. You deserve to know. This time, the smile that forms his lips is a little forced, wounded, but still kind. Please don't feel guilty. Of course, we didn't enter this relationship expecting to end this way, but not every relationship concludes as we hope. That's perfectly normal. It doesn't mean either of us did something wrong. You realize that by delaying this conversation for so long, you've only tortured yourself and, in a way, been unfair to him. In the end, your co-worker was right. Soren accepted your decision with grace, effortlessly dismantling the baselessness fear you carried for so long. Once again, your instincts, those that had pulled you into the wrong relationships time and time again, have proven to be flawed. He truly is different from all the others. In fact, he's perfect. And if you'd ever managed to escape the ghosts of your past relationships, maybe, just maybe, you could have quieted the part of your heart that refuses to let him in. Things between you could have been different, oh so different, and oh so much better. I'm lucky to have met you, Soren. The fucking lights just got brighter in here. You don't hesitate as you reach for the hand he gently extends to you across the table. That familiar warmth flows into you, melting away the tension that had clung onto you for days. In this moment, you trust him more than ever, and I'm lucky to have met you. You've always been a special one to me, and you always will be. You catch the glow in his eyes, brighter, but it doesn't last long. He gently pulls his hand back and slowly rises from his chair. Well then, I think we come to a conclusion on this unpleasant but necessary matter. How about we continue dinner where we left off, as good friends? I'll bring out the dessert. Is he gonna come out? Wait a minute. Wait. Fucking wait. Is he gonna come out all like naked and shit? Is he gonna be like holding a banana with like cream on his titties? Like, is he gonna do it? Because I'm here for it. Before leaving the room, he pauses at the doorway and glances back at you. Of course, if you'd rather not stay, I can call you a taxi to take you home. You narrow your eyes towards the clock above the fireplace. It's gotten quite late. Yet spending time with him makes you feel better than you have in a long while. And you can't help it but think about how lonely he might feel if you left him like this. I can never say no to dessert, especially yours. You notice a sort of lift in his expression, and knowing your choice made him a little happier, fills you with relief. Wait, wasn't I supposed to be making the choices around here? I'm supposed to be making the choices. I was supposed to have two choices. Get a taxi and fuck off, which I would have picked, or have his dessert. But I want to know what he's made me, because I'm hungry. Alright then, I'll be right back. I think this is where the knife's going to come out. This is where shit's going to go down. As he disappears into the kitchen, you let out a long breath. There's a strange lightness in your chest, part sadness, part calm. A moment later, he returns with your favourite dessert, creme brulee. There's still a shadow behind his eyes, but the warmth in his smile quietly assures you that things are okay. The two of you enjoy the dessert whilst watching a comedy, never once bringing up the breakup again. In fact, the way he occasionally comments and jokes only makes you laugh harder. It reminds you of those easy, joyful moments when your friendship was just beginning. By the end of the night, you can't refuse when he offers to drive you home himself. Neither of you speaks as the car glides along the rain-slick streets, but the silence isn't awkward. It's filled with the peaceful acceptance. When you arrive home in front of your crowded apartment building, he turns back to you. I just want you to know that you can always reach out to me if you need anything. Being friends doesn't change that. His words tighten something in your throat, but you still manage to smile. The same goes for you. Thank you. Really. Good night. Good night. After a month? Fucking month! Whoa! Did you make the changes I asked for? Sorry, what? 1 second. Let me just... That was emotional as shit! Oh, whoever wrote this story... Chef's kiss to you, my friend. Holy shit. Loving it. Did you make the changes I asked for before we sent it to the client? Man in suit has got to be the boss. You're trying to stay calm despite your boss's unusual irritating tone. Yes! Dickhead! All of them. Yes! Dickhead! Did you double check? Yes. Dickhead. Are you... I'm not saying it again. Not saying it again. Then why have they been calling me non-stop since the beginning of the meeting? I don't know! Your boss's voice starts composed and ends in a shout, casting sudden silence over the entire office. How should I know? Your unexpected reply draws stunned looks from your co-workers. Your boss's face flushed red with rage just as the phone rings again. He answers and puts the call on speaker. A familiar dread voice fills the room. It's the client who's made your life hell lately. Hello? Hello, Mr. Miles. Sorry for the delay. I was in a meeting. Is there an issue with the proposal we sent? Your boss's tone is now softer than purring a kitten after a warm meal. Okay. Because he's on the phone with the client. He's got to be nice to him. No, quite the opposite. I just wanted to say how pleased I am with everything. Ah! Fuck you, boss! Bitch! Dickhead. The changes you made, though, didn't inform me in advance. Turned out to be very appropriate and necessary. Thank you. Your boss's face goes blank with, ha! Fucking knew it! Knew it! You, on the other hand, shoot a smug, I told you so glance around the room. I'm glad to hear that, unless there's anything else I need to take care of something urgent. Of course, have a great day. Your boss swallows a hard... bitch! Your boss swallows a hard few times, lost for words before deciding to pretend nothing happened. Bitch. He takes a sip of his coffee only to grimace. Cold. Anyway, let's not drag meetings out like this again. That's all for now. Prick. As the meeting ends and your colleagues start filing out, you're raised to leave, but your boss's voice stops you. Could you stay a minute? I don't really want to. You were wrong, so get up. You ignore the meaningful look for your co-workers throw your way and comply. Once everyone else is gone, your boss turns to you with a surprisingly softer expression. That was good work. How would you feel about grabbing dinner sometime? No, sir. No, you don't talk to me like that. Get back. Get the fuck back. You pause a little too long, thrown off by the absurdity of this and how it's now delaying your work even more. Is this a surprise business dinner? Oh no. So we're not meeting a client? No, I mean, yes. I mean, no client. Then I'll go ahead and book the usual table for the team. Ha! Your boss's face immediately turns to the usual strictness. For God's sake, no client, no team. I'm talking about just dinner, just the two of us. Oh, now I get it. Thank God. So how about tonight? No! Oh, I already have plans for tonight. Damn right I do. Oh, in that case, Saturday. This dick needs to leave me the fuck alone. Go away. Well, actually, a friend of mine was in a terrible car accident. Thankfully, nothing serious, but his arm is in a cast, so I need to be there to help him out. Your boss visibly stiffens. Nice. Your boss visibly stiffens at this answer, but chooses not to push any further. Good! Dick. I see. Another time, then. I just wanted to apologise. Apologise? Considering your boss is usually angry demeanour, even that could be considered progress. You're busy too, I'm sure it wasn't intentional. Just, if you'd let me leave a few hours early today, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to pick up the friend I mentioned. Of course, I hope your friend gets well soon. When you return to your desk in high spirits after leaving your boss behind in the meeting room, your co-workers pounce with excitement. What did he say? Tell me right now. I'll die of curiosity. Yo, told you she wants the tea. She lives for the tea. I never forget the look on his face when the client thanked him over the phone. I wish I'd taken a photo. Wait, did he actually apologize to you? It's weird. I want to see this chick's face, but it's just grey. As you sit down and toss the files onto your desk, you mutter, sort of, he invited me to dinner as an apology. Just then your co-worker, who was raising her mug to her lips, spits it out. Ugh. What? Calm down, you'll choke. Not in a good way. Under the strange looks of a few people passing in front of your desk, you help her clean herself up and her desk with a napkin. Ignoring the coffee stain on her shirt, she immediately turns back to you. Oh shit, I've never thought... Yo, this chick, you be swearing. What's your language, bish? Oh shit, I never thought he was the type. He seemed like a true workaholic who didn't care about anything except clients. But look at that. He even found out about your breakup with Soren, so what did you say to him? How the fuck does he know? Wait, are you saying he was flirting with me? It's just like a simple thank you to me. Do you have any idea how much trouble we were in with that client? He should be happy we finally made him happy. Yeah, fucking too right. It's my hard work, bish. Your coworker shoots you a disbelieving look. Are you serious? Last week I broke my back trying to convince some client not to cancel. I didn't get any dinner invitations. You consider that she might be right, but honestly, you don't really care. I don't give a fuck, man. Mate, I probably broke up with the best thing that ever happened to me. Sorry. It wasn't me. It was this. It was her. It was the game, alright? I didn't mean it. Love ya. Maybe he was just in a good mood. Either way, I don't think I'll be going on out to date with anyone anytime soon. You know, I can't leave Soren alone after that car. Soren was in the crash. Oh, you know, I can't leave Soren alone after that car crash. So far for a while. Hearing this, your coworker turns serious and drops the flirting topic. Right, how's he doing? Physically pretty good. The arm in a cast limits movement, of course, when he walks his dog every day. I have to hold the leash or that little devil will immediately pick a fight with someone. Psychologically, yes. You pause for a moment, sighing involuntarily. To be honest, I have no idea. He seems happy as always, but the more I think about the timing of the accident, the worse I feel. Your coworker places a hand gently on your shoulder. How could that be your fault? You don't actually think that he crashed because he was driving you home, do you? That's totally coincidental. Yo, so he crashed on the way home? What? I doubt that. What I did that night was incredibly selfish. I showed up to a dinner that he carefully prepared for me, and out of nowhere I told him I wanted to break up. Then I just ate dessert like nothing happened and let him drive me home in that terrible weather. I didn't even stop to think how he might have felt. What if something worse had happened in that crash? I think I'm becoming like my exes, irresponsible and heartless. You can't finish the sentence, but confessing what's been on your mind for the past month brings a strange sense of relief. A sad expression spreads over the coworker's face. You're nothing like them. You're being too hard on yourself. Right now, what Soren needs is someone by his side, and you're doing exactly that. Honestly, I bet you didn't think about him this much even when you were still together. He must be surprised too. In the silence that follows, the background clatter of keyboards and phone rings in the office drift into your ears. You realise your attachment to Soren has deepened since the accident, whether it's from guilt or fear of losing him. The fact that it happened right after the breakup terrifies you. But for now, you decide not to dwell on it. You might be right. Anyway, I need to wrap up. I can't waste the time I forgot from the boss. Your co-worker reels from the second shock of the day. That man definitely has something for women who piss him off. You leave your co-worker alone with her brilliant observations and return to your work. After a while, you say goodbye to her and step outside with the well-earned pride being the first to leave the office. It is nice sometimes when you leave work first. Soren's car is waiting for you in the company parking lot. Due to his arm being in a cast, you've been driving for him, and now you're rushing to pick him up from his doctor's appointment without delay. Still, thanks to traffic, you don't manage to arrive before his appointment ends. There he is! There's my sexy boy! There we go! As soon as Soren sees you in front of this hospital, he smiles. You really didn't need to come. I was going to take a taxi anyway. No way, I can't allow that as your personal chauffeur. How did the checkup go? It went well, but they said we need to wait for a few more weeks before removing the cast. Through his smile remains, you can detect a hint of unease in his eyes. I understand you're trying to help, and I'll always be grateful for that. Still, if you're getting tired, I can ask another friend to help. You've already done so much for me. Have you really done enough? Logic tells you to say yes, to say goodbye to him, to go back to your home, to stop living in the guest room of your ex-boyfriend's house. But your heart says it's too soon. You can wait a little longer, at least until he has fully recovered. With mock seriousness, you frown. Don't be ridiculous, Soren. You will never find another driver as good as me, and Doug Walker, and a chef. Yes, because I do be cooking that Michelin star. Your joke seems to dispel the shadow in his eyes. His voice now sounds lighter and more relaxed. I'm not so sure about the last one. Yo, hey, don't be a dick. Your boy can cook up some mean noodles. Alright, shut up, dick. My toast is just to die for. Why don't we eat out today? I've heard there's some nice restaurants nearby. I doubt it's delicious as my lasagna. I do make a nice lasagna. Oh, it's a burnt lasagna. Yeah, I've been there. Not burnt. What's that? New ending unlocked. I got a new ending? Alright. Weird. Not burnt, extra crispy. Now get in the car before I change my mind and drive us straight home. You were a bad girlfriend, but now you're a good girlfriend. Natural end. Sit. What? Huh? What the fuck is that about? Okay. Is that the end? That can't be the end. That can't be the end. No. So we're going to go from the first decision. All right. So take your mind back to the first decision. That was when we were literally deciding whether to go for the dress or not. Okay. So that's what we were deciding. All right. That's what we were doing. I want to see some scary shit. I want to see some knife shit. I want this motherfucker to tear off my skin and wear it as a suit. Fucking on it. So we're going to skip the dry cleaners because fuck the party because I never went in the first place. The priority tonight is clear. You need to have that talk with Soren. What will you wear to your best friend's party is tomorrow's problem. Yes, I've done that loads of times. That's tomorrow Ash's problem. Soren won't mind the delay, but you refuse to stack another lie onto this guilt. Besides, every minute you delay is another crack in your resolve. If you don't do this now, you'll chicken out again. The metro doors slide behind you, sealing the choice. It shouldn't hurt this much, just a stupid dress, just one missed party, but your chest tightens anyway. You rush home, you shower in a haze and throw on something comfortable before sliding into a waiting Uber. Since Soren's place is quite far from the centre, Yes, we've read this before. Yeah, we're going through the motions again. Since Soren's place is quite far from the city centre, you have plenty of time during the journey, and the question that has been weighing on your mind for days resurfaces once again. Is breaking up with him truly the right decision? If you were to bypass your indecisive reasoning and instead trust your feelings, just as you intend to do tonight, you would find your answer quite clear. You no longer want to continue this relationship. There's something wrong here, something that simply feels wrong to you. Just then your phone buzzes with a notification pulling you from your thoughts. Assuming it's a message from your boyfriend, you reach for the phone, but the name that flashes across the screen makes your heart involuntarily quicken at its pace. Right, so big sexy Lars. Don't know where this chick gets all these sexy ass men from, but here we go. Or rather your ex-boyfriend who has been creeping into your thoughts more and more often lately. Oh. As you read the message, an inexplicable thrill rises within you. Knowing Lars' fondness for crowds and lively gatherings, this is the fact that he shares mutual friends with Mia, whose birthday is tomorrow. You're certain he'll be there. What puzzles you is why, after all these months of silence, his first message is about this. You have no idea. Should you respond? Now this is where it gets difficult. Your fingers hesitate over the screen, your inner voice is whispering that it would be a mistake. Yet another part of you burns to know, has he really moved on, and aches to answer him. So this is where... this is why I saved it. Because we picked don't text him. So let's text him. If we want to be a good girlfriend, then we can't text him. We just have to be nice. We have to be lush. We have to be great on it. We have to be amazing girlfriends. So... we can't play the field. We can't play the field. But if we don't play the field, then do we get the right ending? Fuck it. I'm just making all the... what I'm going to do, I'm going to make all the opposite decisions I've done before. So I'm just going to make all the opposite ones before. Finally, you overcome your hesitation. Let your fingers tap against the keyboard. Hi, Lars. Yeah, it's really been a while. I haven't decided about the party yet. Truthfully, since you highly doubt you'll find anything decent to wear by tomorrow, you'll probably end up using your breakup as an excuse to skip your friend's party altogether. Either way, there's no need for Lars to know about all that. Your thumb hovers over the send button just as you are about to slide the phone into your pocket. Another vibration pulses against your palm. I understand. The speed of his reply surprises you, especially considering Lars was never exactly known for being prompt when it comes to answering texts. I also realised my question must have sounded stupid. I just figured you'd be coming with your boyfriend. And if the two of you are going to be there, I was thinking of skipping it. Now I'm just as undecided as you are. Oh my god, this guy's a fucking gaslighting prick. I don't like him. There's something about Lars's messages that's so different from the careless, confident attitude you remember that leaves you momentarily unsure how to interpret them. What you do understand is that he seems less interested in whether you're attending the party and more concerned about whether your boyfriend will be there. But why? A strange unease stirs inside you as you realise that beyond you, Soren and Lars, you have absolutely nothing in common. Should you ask him about it? Or should you end the conversation here and focus on the last evening you will be spending with Soren? Oh, we got different ones. Okay, say there. Alright, so yes, we're filling this shit up. Alright, so this is different because this is difficult. I mean, if we're going down this route, we might as well just go fully down this route, or else we'll just probably just go to Soren. See, I'm fucking that up there, look. If we're going to go do it, we're just going to go to Soren's house anyway, so that's probably what that is. If we don't text him, we'll probably just put the phone down and just go to Soren's house. The gnawing pull of curiosity quickly overwhelms you, your hesitation feeding your unease. Thankfully tonight Lars seems to have abandoned all his old habits, and he doesn't avoid giving you a clear, direct answer. So whether you go to the party depends on us, yes. Or rather, I'm obviously not lumping you in with him. I just don't want to run into your boyfriend and end up ruining the night for both of us. I thought you never would have considered something that had never even crossed your mind suddenly surfaces. Did something happen between you and Soren behind my back? Yo. Maybe. Lars could, Soren could be bi. We don't know. This time, even though you see that Lars is online, he doesn't reply straight away. Well, You better be up. So the tea is getting hot. It's not my place to interfere in your relationship. It's just thinking back to the past. I wish things had turned out differently. You know, Lars was never the kind to apologise to anyone. His final message somehow feels like an apology. Oh. Alright, so if I... Oh, I didn't save it last time. I didn't save it. Shit. Oh, fuck. Well, that's fine. I'll save it now. Wait. Oh, I did save it. Oh, I did. Oh, okay, never mind. I did save it. Alright, so we'll return. And then, like I said, if we're going to go down this route, we're going to go down this route anyway. Because what probably happened is, if I click, it doesn't really matter anymore. We'll probably just go to Soren's house and then we'll go through the meal. So we'll admit that she's been missing him because she has. Maybe it's just the fact that the whole looming dread with Soren, but we're going to go with it. Everything you once lived with him, the memories, the regrets, the endless what-ifs, comes rushing back into your life in your mind. There's a bond between you and Lars, one so passionate, thrilling, and complicated that you could never truly deny it. No matter what you did, it was connected. You could never fully break. Me too. Shit! The moment you hit send, the weight of what you've done crashes over you. You realise with a sinking feeling how foolish you must seem, where the deep regret grips you. But it's already too late. You can see that Lars has already read the text. Without waiting for any response, you shut off your phone in shame and shove it deep in your pocket, leaning your forehead against the car window as you struggle steady to breathe. And yet, are you completely sorry for what you've done? The question you can't answer so easily. Here we are! We're at my boy's house! As you step out of the Uber, you notice a light pattering of raindrops tapping against the car window as you turn into a steady downpour. There. You pick up your pace, crossing the small garden of Soren's house, an old but sturdy-looking two-story detached home. Its renovations perpetually postponed. I could never do that. You rush beneath the pergola at the entrance, doing your best to shield yourself from the rain. As you press the doorbell, you take a moment to notice how the neighbourhood, made up of entirely similar detached houses, remains just as calm and quiet as ever, rain or not. Soon the muffled sounds of footsteps and distant dog barks pierce through the hum of the rain. Then the door swings open, and there he is. All 60 arms and all. The sex god of rock and roll. Despite the difference in heights, he leans forward just enough for you to clearly see the warm smile spreading across his face. Welcome, love. Come in. Don't get any wetter. Too late, my friend. Seeing you. Gosh. That's what it is. He steps aside to let you in, and as soon as you come across the threshold, the similar warmth of the house wraps around you. The contrast between it and the cool, damp air outside, perhaps the weight of what's about to happen, sends a faint shiver down your spine. Just then, Soren closes the door swiftly behind you and turns to face you. Oh, that's different because... Wait a minute, let's save this. I'll tell you what I'm talking about in a second. So if we go on to save one and we look there... There, look, mate, that one, it says kiss him. Oh, it says kiss him. But in this one, because we made the decision... This is what I was talking about. If we make different decisions, it gives you different options. Oh, yes. I love these kind of games. So we'll hug him, because last time we did nothing. Any reason to get close to you, my sex god. In this moment, everything feels so ordinary, like one of your many quiet, pleasant evenings together, that you find yourself instinctively wrapping your arms around his waist. Soren pulls you gently into him, resting your head tightly against his chest, and his murmurs. I hope we didn't get too cold out there. You're not dressed for this weather. Oh, I forgot to check the forecast. You think, not for the first time, that in this moment like this, he sounds more like a concerned parent than a boyfriend. Still, you don't exactly mind it. Right now, this is the kind of tender attention is exactly what you need to ease your nerves. Even if, considering the reason for your nerves, that you're planning to break up with him, this gesture feels more than a little unfair. Luckily, before the guilt can really take hold, Soren decides you've warmed up enough and gently lets go of you. This bitch! Just then the dog starts to trot over to the door where you're both standing. Her tiny body trembles in excitement as she begins to growl and at you with a surprising volume for her size. Scared me again! You notice the wet marks around her mouth and immediately understand Soren must have tried to distract her with food before opening the door and hoping to soften her mood. I've read all these before, so it's quite easy. But we need it just in case it's part of the story. But clearly she couldn't have been bothered to finish her snack when the opportunity to antagonize you was so tempting. You mustache too, didn't you, princess? Fuck you. Princess is a small and greedy one-eyed chihuahua mix that Soren adopted, and though he refuses to admit it, she absolutely has anger issues. Truthfully, her temperament and eye patch she wears, Pirate would have been the best. Oh yeah, definitely. I forgot about that. But yeah, Pirate would have been more fitting for that. Don't mind her, she always gets a little sensitive after the vet. Of course, no problem. But you know damn well it's nothing to do with the vet. She despises you from the moment you met for reasons you've never understood. Not that you can say to Soren, who somehow believes that his princess is the sweetest, gentlest dog alive. Because that's her owner, man. She's getting like FOMO, she's getting jealous, she hates that shit. Luckily, as long as he is around, her hatred doesn't escalate beyond bare teeth and growls. So as soon as you both head to the living room, she settles glaring daggers at you. Alright, so let's save this again with the options that we have now. So, okay, return there. And then this time we'll ask about the dog. Princess is completely fine, right? What's with her face? As always, his eyes soften the moment his dog is mentioned. Yes, definitely, she's just ate something she shouldn't have ate. As you can see, she's already back to her usual self. Even though you and his tiny angry dog didn't exactly get along, you still feel relieved by his words, especially after remembering how anxious he was last night. I'm glad it wasn't anything serious. You were really worried. Soren nods, a slightly sheepish smile pulls out of the corner of his lips. Yeah, I guess I panicked, thinking I might actually lose her. I must have ruined your night too. Hopefully tonight's dinner makes up for it. No, please don't say that. Oh. Okay, alright, so we're definitely getting new options. I love it, mate. I love it. Will Princess be joining us for dinner? Could you take her into the other room? Accept your fate and let the dog silently judge you through dinner. Oh. I think what we'll do is we will accept the fate and let the dog sit and judge you through dinner. Because if I ask about her, then she'll go away or to the corner in the room like she did before, or could you take her into another room? So he'll probably just put her in. So I'm going to accept the fate and silently judge. You already know Soren would have never actually shut his dog in another room. Yes, I made the right decision, I think. So you resign yourself to this uncomfortable arrangement. After all, this is likely your last evening here. You hope you can muster up enough patience to endure a few more hours of this. Just then, as if you're reading your thoughts, he comes to your rescue. It's almost Princess's bedtime. She'll head to her bed soon. Alright! The moment you step into the living room, the mouth-watering aroma of fresh ribs, yes, going home Sims, on it, you know what I mean, spills out of the kitchen, wrapping around you. A single glance at the table tells you everything that carefully arranged plates, candles, casting their warm glow, your favourite wine chilled in an ice bucket. It's painfully clear how much effort Soren put into this dinner, and the guilt inside you swells just a little bit more. How many of her exes? This is the heart moment that fucked me up. It's true. How many of her exes ever cooked a meal like this for you? Better question is, how many ever cooked for you at all? Not reheating leftovers, not takeout, actually cooked. There you go. Was there anyone among them that appreciated a meal that was prepared for you? You got to think about these things. This is very true. All right, fine. You'll give Lars a pass. You'll give Lars a pass here. After all, you can't ignore the extravagant restaurant he took you to, but one... Oh, this is new. After all, you can't ignore the extravagant restaurant he took you to, but one thought lingers, refusing to be dismissed. Maybe the real problem isn't this relationship, but your own feelings. Maybe what you should do is silence those unreliable emotions, the ones that keep dragging you into the wrong relationships, and finally listen to logic. Maybe instead of breaking up with Soren. Wow, you should be proposing to him, but why would Soren accept a proposal from someone like you? He has a better job, a nicer house, a reliable car, a beloved dog, hobbies that fulfill him, and it seems like you're going perfectly well. Meanwhile, you have nothing but a job, blah, 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 blah. A few old friends, weak family ties, and a bunch of trauma left debt by relationships, yeah. The only thing you can offer him is a feeble love compared to his some sex, maybe a bit of charm, and a whole lot of chatter. Same. No, you're being harsh on yourself. You just want to remind yourself of a truth, that's all. Unlike your previous partners, you've never understood what exactly keeps him in this relationship. Could this be what they call true love? Honestly, you really don't think so. Whatever it is draws him to you. You're sure something could fade, run out, or diminish at any time. I swear I don't remember reading that. I don't remember reading that. If that happens, it'll be even worse for both of you, so the best thing to do is end it now. I really don't remember that. You quickly jump in, trying to come up with an excuse for your unusually long silence caused by your thoughts. Everything looks amazing, babe. Everything looks amazing. Even such a simple phrase is enough to make his eyes light up. So glad you like it. The food is almost ready. Do you need any help? No, darling, I've got it. Please just sit there and relax for a bit. I've noticed that she's still here, and she wasn't here last time. Wait a minute. After checking on his dog, who has now gone to her, gone to her bed in the corner, Soren smiles at you and disappears down the hallway. So they both go, pfft. While you wait, maybe you could do something. She was never there. That must be some kind of glitch. Let me save this again. That must be some kind of glitch or something. Stay here in the living room, go to the kitchen. Let's go to the kitchen this time. Even though Soren didn't ask for your help, you feel like it wouldn't be right to just sit there and relax while he prepares something for you in the kitchen. Besides, it's your last evening together. Of course, the presence of the dog still curled up in the bed, yet clearly alert, might have also influenced your decision. As his footsteps fade down the hallway, you leave the living room to follow him into a spacious, airy kitchen, nothing like a small open kitchen in your studio apartment. The moment you step inside, you're startled by the sight of a kitchen table already lined with mazes. Is that mazes? Meat? I don't know what that is. Salad and other dishes. Soren, really, he didn't need to go through all this trouble. He's standing at the counter with his back to you, turns his head at the sound of your voice. You told me lately you've been skipping meals because of work. We need to take care of your nutrition, darling. Oh my god, this guy! I'll be with you if fucking shit I want to. I don't want you to be getting sick. Oh? You can't even remember when you said that to him. Probably just slipped out during one of your usual phone rants about how your boss dumps all the work on you. Yet somehow, you always seem to care more about the things you say than the things you even do. Your voice quivers slightly as you speak. That's very thoughtful, thank you. Don't mention it, darling. You know, I always enjoy doing things for you, so don't worry about anything tonight, just enjoy it. Alright, so here's another option. So what we're going to do is save it again, and return. So, there's no point going into the living room, because if we're going to the living room, it's going to be the same as before. So, let's offer to help him, which would be nice. Driven by a definite need to ease your guilt, you jump in. I want to help, but I can chop those spinach leaves, for example. He lifts his head from the bowl he's mixing ingredients in and glances at a bunch of spinach you point to, smiling. I think we already have enough spinach for the salad, darling. Just having you here is enough for me. But if you really insist, I'd appreciate if you could tidy up a bit, especially if you could put those spinach leaves back in the fridge before they spoil any further. Oh, of course. What the fuck was zooming in that for? You're relieved to have something to do, and you begin putting away the items that have been... This sounds so weird to me, that have been in the meal prep and then forgotten about. At the very least, you hope after everything is over, you and him leave his... I can't concentrate because of the fucking noises. Let me just turn it down for 1 second. At the very least, you hope that after everything is over and you leave his house, you'll have shortened that painful phase of Soren's cleanup and feels like all of his efforts was for nothing. Okay. Meanwhile, your eyes are drawn to a small pile of knives stacked haphazardly at the far end of the table. They're clearly large, broad, and sturdy, no doubt about that. But you can't quite imagine what they'd be used for in a normal kitchen. And despite how solid they look, the knives seem quite old. Judging by their worn handles and dulled sheen, they've definitely been used many times. Even without leaning in too close, you can smell the harsh scent of cleaning chemicals. Oh, that's clinging to them. Alright. This is some Dexter shit. Okay, I'm here for it. Yes. Let's save it again. Return. Let's ask him about it, because we're here, so we might as well. Unable to contain your curiosity, you call out to him, who still has his back to you. What are those knives for? Of Caught off guard by the sudden question, he turns towards you with a pan still in his hand. Huh? Oh, those are my grandfather's butcher knives. When he closed the shop, he sold most of the large tools and machines, but he kept the knives because he loved them. You slightly touch the sharp edge of one of the blades with your finger. They still seem pretty sharp. Do you use them? I would. They're cool knives looking. He chuckles softly and returns to his pan to the stove. They still come in handy from time to time, sure, but mostly I just clean them now and keep them for sentimental reasons. Let me handle them, sweetheart. You might hurt yourself. You're right, I'm clumsy enough as it is. Heeding his warning, you back away from the knives and open the fridge door to put away the last few items from the table. As you do, your attention is drawn to the top shelf packed with plastic wrapped packages of meat. It's clearly recent. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We're going down a different route here, but wait a minute. Whoa, whoa. Hold up. You see the side there? You see the side where it says break up with him? That's got bigger. That white bit has got bigger over the. Wait, can we see it? Oh, we can see it. Yeah, look. So you got this one. It's one where the H is. You got this one, just a bit past the H, and then you got this one. Oh. Okay. All right. Different. Love it. It's clear he's recently stocked up, but there's no problem. There's a problem. Only a few packages seem store-bought. Most of them don't have any kind of label indicating date, type, or weight. A chill runs down your spine. What if the mouth-watering smell filling the kitchen right now is coming from one of those packages? I fucking said it! I said it was people! I said it was fucking people! Where did you get the meat from, Soren? I don't see any dates on them. You can't stop your voice from trembling slightly. The way it just pans over like that. They're fresh cuts from a butcher I trust. There's absolutely nothing wrong about it, sweetheart. I'd never poison you. You're always safe with me. Oh, that's not what I meant. Your cheeks flush involuntarily, and you feel embarrassed as if a secret had just been slipped out. The memory's still fresh. Your mother, who has never been fond of cooking or taking care of you and your sister, once poisoned you both with expired food. Wow. While trying to prove something to your consistently criticizing father. It was something you never told anyone, not even Soren. Trying to brush it off and move past the odd moments, you say the first thing that comes to your mind. You've definitely been eating a lot of meat lately. Just trying to stick to the diet with the new weight training I've started. So tell me, do you think it's paying off? Let's whip them out. Let's show me them titties, boy. I doubt I can give you a proper answer, and that's what. Yo! The word slips out before you can stop there. Oh, the words slip out before you can stop them, and you immediately regret the thoughtless remark. But I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about Soren's tits right now. But his response catches you even more off guard. I can take it off if you like. Yeah. Come on, get naked for me, Soren. As your gaze shifts to him, you catch something intense in his eyes, and you feel a rush of heat start in your belly and spread through your whole body. You haven't had sex with him since the thought of breaking up first crossed your mind. That period has been unusually long for you, yet you never thought of it as strange. Soren has always been more reserved and understanding than your previous boyfriends, and intimacy was never a big part of your relationship. But now you noticed he's being more forward than ever. Well, I've only got one option, so there's no point saving it here. I can't go in, I can't. Yeah, of course, you can't break the news to him right here, right now, so you have no choice but to postpone it. You have to bring up the issue during dinner, otherwise your impulses might take advantage of his boldness and muddle everything. And it won't be the first time. Every time you caught Lars Yo, fuck Lars! You know, I want to go back and change that, but it's gone too far now, so we'll fuck Lars off. I don't care. You can fuck off. Big old bag of fuck you, mate. Lars can suck a dick. Big old bag of dicks. Every time you caught Lars cheating on you, you'd repeat to yourself that this was the end and be completely determined to cut all ties. But then when he showed up at your door, sometimes later, saying that he just wanted to talk, that resolve would just take its first hit. Letting him inside would be the irreversible mistake that eased it altogether. Luckily, he had at least had enough decency to eventually leave you himself, breaking the humiliating cycle that's making you feel like a total fool. Anyway, there's no use in thinking about those days anymore. Yeah, fuck Lars. I don't even know why I replied to his message. Bitch. You swallowed hard, trying to smooth the crack in your voice. Right now, I'm starving. Soren's laughter fills the kitchen, finally breaking the tension in your weight. Then let's make sure you're nice and full first, darling. Come on, let's eat before the meat gets cold. As you follow... I'm loving this music. As you follow him into the living room, all you can do is pray that, for once, luck is on your side. Your final dinner with Soren begins like any other, despite the tension churning inside you. As the scent of warm lamb chops... Oh, yeah, we've been there before. As the scent of warm lamb chops reaches your nose, you realise you're actually hungry. Still get taken off by zooming in like that. He takes a seat across from you and offers an encouraging smile. Please try it, love. I hope you'll like it. After everything he's done to prepare you for this, there is no way you could refuse. You pick up your fork and under his intensive gaze and bring one of the pre-sliced pieces to your mouth. You don't need to be a gourmet to know this is perfection. The crispiness on the outside, the tenderness and the juicy centre, the way every spice is balanced just right. You've always known he was skilled in the kitchen, but this is flawless. Absolutely perfect. I've never had anything like this in my life. He doesn't just react to the compliment itself. What satisfies him more is that he sees it in your face and in your eyes. Even when the soft glow of the candlelight, you can tell the emotion welling up behind his gaze. Smiling, he leans forward to refill your wine glass. I'm so glad to hear that, love. For the next moment or so, the only sound you are hearing is the rain tapping against the window and your utensils against the plate. Even Princess is absent, granting you the both a moment of rare privacy. Continue eating. Okay, well I can't select anything else. So your gaze drifts towards the window, noticing the rain outside has picked up. The thought of the car journey in this weather begins to feel more and more unappealing. Besides, you're not exactly eager to leave this warm, peaceful home and return to your small but chaotic studio apartment. You decide the breakup conversation can wait a little longer. Oh, okay. To be continued? No! No! Oh, what? What does that mean? Am I saving it? Can I save it? So... Oh, fuck! Ah, that's not fair. 1 minute. Extras. Endings. Natural ending, neutral ending A, neutral ending B. I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, so let's go through this again. Just quickly. We'll go through it quickly. So skip the dry cleaners. We'll skip the dry cleaners. We know what happens with that one. Lars. Don't text Lars. We know this. You slip your phone back into your pocket. You look out the window. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Right now. Yep. So we'll skip that. We'll kiss him this time. We'll kiss him and see what happens with this one. You step closer, trying to suppress the tension building inside you. The scent of his cologne suddenly fills your nose, fresh, clean, and somehow teasing enough to stir something in you. Before you even realize what you're doing, you raise slightly on your toes and lean in towards his lips. You're already too late to pull back. Oh, I made him go all red. I love it. Soren responds with a slight... Sora responds with just the slightest pressure of warmth against your mouth, a fleeting touch. Of course, it remains a simple greeting kiss rather than deepening into passion, perfectly in keeping with Soren's usual reserve in such matters and perfectly suited to how this evening should progress. As you pull away with a smile, you feel his eyes lingering on you. And for the briefest second, you could swear the calm softness in his expression shifts into something else, something more difficult to name. Probably just your nerves playing tricks on you. And then this fucking bitch comes in. Just then, the dog trots over the door where you're both standing, and her tiny body trembling with excitement as she begins to growl with surprising volume of yours. Yeah, we got this before. Right, and it must be... somewhere around here. Sorry to skip, but we've read it twice now, so I'm not reading it again. And then Dagger's back at you. Ask about dog's condition. Don't ask. I think I've asked last time, which means I have to care about the dog. Princess is completely fine, right? And then he's shocked about the fact that I asked. Yep. Will Princess be joining us? Could you take her into the other room? Okay, so will Princess be joining us? So that's being nice to the dog. He lets out a soft laugh at your question. Unfortunately, she wasn't patient enough to wait for dinner. Wait for you. Okay. Of course, that's not exactly what you meant, especially with Princess is glaring at you like a tiny beast ready to pounce. Thankfully, he seems to notice your unease and doesn't push the joke any further. She'll probably fall asleep soon and head off to her bed. All right, so we're moving a bit quickly now. The moment you step to the living room, the warm blah 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 blah. Painfully clearly effort, but yep. Made me all sad and shit. Made me think about people and past and whoever did shit for me, and I do all the shit for them and they do shit for me, whatever. All right, so let's get to stay here. Okay, so I've gone into the kitchen. We went all sexy like. We'll stay here in the living room. Before such an important conversation, you need to gather the courage. So we'll sit in the living room, taking a deep breath, and you sit on the couch. We've done this part before, but there was a very, very important thing. Look at the dog. I don't fucking look at no dog. Cut the sentimental focus on using. Look at the family photos. I don't really want to look at the dog. Look at the family photos. Your eyes catch one of the family photos scattered across the corners of the room. You've often heard Soren talk about his happy childhood, unlike yours. You get up from the couch and approach a console, picking up one of the framed pictures on top. It's an old childhood photo of Soren. You're not surprised to see him posing with the same quiet, composed demeanour as he has now. The young woman hugging him beams at the camera, radiantly beautiful, effortlessly, and charming despite her simple dress. You recognise her as his mother, who passed away from illness when he was very young. Behind them are his warm-looking grandmother and, in contrast, a large, stern-faced grandfather, more serious than the others in the photo, but somehow still trustworthy and clearly one Soren resembles most. Sorry, I've read a lot. After losing his parents early in life, Soren has been raised in this house by his grandparents and had always spoke of them with love. Though they are no longer alive, the love they gave him still lives within him. That's so sweet. Moments like this make it hard to even envy him for growing up in a warm, loving, secure home. Even though both your parents are still alive, that hasn't made a difference. You've always felt far removed from their affection. As you continue looking at the framed photos, something catches your attention. There isn't a single photo of Soren's father, who had died in an accident before he was born. In fact, you can't even remember whether he has ever said anything about him. You're surprised that all of a sudden your interest in your family of your boyfriends you're planning on breaking up with, yet a deep curiosity stirs within you. Yo, we're getting more choices! Where's the... No! Are you sure you want to... No, don't overwrite shit. Don't overwrite shit, mate. We are here. I think I missed one earlier, but that's fine. Check the photo album. You easily find the family album Soren's had shown you a few times before, sitting next to a heavy encyclopedia on one of the wooden cabinets. Your own family never had enough good memories to fill such a thick album, so these held a special place for you. See, it's building up again, look. The thing on the side, the white thing. Whether it's just the pace of the game, or it's something I'm filling up on purpose as I'm going through the game. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe you'll come across a photo of his father in one of them. Before flipping through the albums, you don't forget to call out for him from the living room entrance. I'm going to take a quick look at your family photo albums. Is that okay? Of course, sweetheart. Whatever you like, feel free. The sounds from the kitchen are enough to tell you that he's quite busy. At least until he returns, you can pass the time by flipping through the thick albums. Despite all the dust you end up inhaling, you find plenty of photos of Soren's mother as a child and young woman, and even of his grandparents in their youth. As you spot several dogs, much larger breeds compared to Princess, but not one who might be Soren's father. Just as you pull the album from the edges of its shelf, a small notebook. Ooh. I'm jumping ahead as I'm reading it in my mind. Just as you pull the album from the edge of the shelf, a small notebook wedged behind it falls to the floor. An illustration on the cover, a knight in full armor on horseback, instantly reminds you of Soren's fixation with medieval armor and weapons. Yo, this guy got some medieval armor kinks! And you wonder if this might be an old journal of his. Well, we gotta fucking look inside it. I mean, I'll save it again. Look inside notebook. You set aside the photo album and eagerly flip through the notebook's pages, only to be disappointed when you realise most of them are filled out with handwritten recipes. Definitely not a vegan's. Every dish features meat. Oh god, meat. We know what fucking meat we eat. People. Considering his grandfather was a butcher, you can't exactly blame Soren. The handwriting looks like his. But deeper in, small newspaper clippings glued to the pages grab your attention. Most are old, missing persons reports, accidents, suicides. You're puzzled. He's never been into true crime documentaries or films unlike you, so why would he collect these as a child? As you skim, one of the headlines stops you cold. Famous actor drives car off cliff, body still uncovered. The accompanying photo dominates the page, likely because it made the front page. As someone who once took acting classes and still harbours that passion, the story pulls you in. Yet the longer you stare at the actor's face, the more unease prickles under your skin. Shitty fuck! That dog scared the fuck out of me. A soft growl makes you turn. What the fuck do you want, bitch? Princess has left her bed and now tugging at the photo from the album you left on the floor. Before you can stop yourself, you shout, "Fuck! Drop it now!" You lunge for the album, but the dog, now defiant, rips the photo clean in half with her teeth. God damn it! Soren's footsteps hurry into the room. Hi! Hi! We didn't do anything! We didn't do anything. Sweetheart, what's wrong? Oh, God. He freezes, staring at the torn photo in your hands. I'm sorry, I didn't even notice her coming. He takes the fragments, checking on the date on the back. This was the last photo we took together before my mother died. Oh, shit! Oh, God, what have I done? It ain't you, it's the dog. Don't blame yourself, at least the pieces are here. Maybe we can restore them digitally with AI. That'd be pretty cool. His voice is gentle, but his grip on the fragments are white-knuckled. You've torn more than paper. I really didn't see her, I'm sorry. I know, just bad luck. He kisses your cheek in forgiveness, but you don't buy it as he gathers the albums and carries the fragments into his room. You know his mood has ruined, and you've barely been here half an hour. This is what you get for snooping through people's private things. Your final dinner with Soren begins like any other, despite the tension churning inside you. Yeah, we've done this before. We have done this before. But I want to see if he mentions anything about his dad. Please try it, love. I hope you like it. After everything he's done to prepare, there's no way you can refuse. Pre-sliced, gourmet, crispiness. The car journey isn't peeling. Besides, you're not exactly eager to stay at your apartment. You decide to break the conversation. You can wait a little longer. Again! Oh no! Wait, what's that? History. Your gaze drifts towards the window. Oh shit! Oh, this is like the whole script. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool. I don't know how to get the other ending. Alright, I'm going to try one last time. I'm going to break up with him again. So what we're going to do is we are going to swim by the dry cleaners. Alright, so we'll skip this bit. Alright, then we'll... Lars can fuck off because he's a prick. Whatevers. Go to that. Do that. Do nothing. What did we do last time? We did nothing. I just want to see if we can get the other ending. Fuck this dog. She can go away. I really don't give a fuck. Don't care. Stay in the living room. Cut the sentimentality and focus on music. I swear we never had that before. Cut the sentimental focus and focus on the decision. But this isn't your first time. Of course, you can't compare to Soren previously. Yep, we've been through that. Tell him now. You believe you deserve it. Much more. We're going through that. Okay. Oh, God, let's go too quick. The thought of losing you hurts me too. Still, none of this changes. Quite certainly, the breaking up is the right thing to do. Please don't feel guilt. God, it even hurts now. Just going through this quickly because he's beautiful. Look at him. He's a gorgeous fucking man. I'm lucky to have met you, Soren. Yes, you have. Because he is beautiful. Don't hesitate to reach out a gentle hand across the table. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I was good. Didn't last long. He gently pulls back slowly to his chair. Unpleasant. How about we continue with dinner just as good friends? But before leaving, his pauses in the doorway, glances at you. Of course, you'd rather stay. Could have called a taxi for him. You now your eyes back towards the clock in the fireplace. It's got too late. You yet spending time with him feels better. I can't. I could never skip this bit. After a month. Okay. I got the what the fuck? I got this ending again. I got the other ending. Fuck. I don't know how to get the other ending. I don't know how to get. I don't know how to get this ending. I don't know how to get ending B. A. I've tried loads. I've tried loads of things to do. We've tried at least four times now. So it's whatever. But breaking up with this sexy fuck bastard. Can't do it. I hate doing it. I just didn't want to do it in the first place. Right? It fucking sucked ass. Shit. So how to break up with your Yandere boyfriend? I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Not the first way, anyway. Not A. But fuck it. Whatever. I tried. But we got there in the end and we tried different routes to do different things. The story itself was just gripping. You know, I didn't really understand why Soren's body art looked like that. That was really fucking weird. The story was so gripping. Oh my god, the way the story was told, it was so beautiful. And it hurt me a lot. It made me think. I hate games that make me think. I don't want to think. I don't like thinking. Shit. But just look at this gorgeous man. Look at it. I'll tell you what. Fuck my face off. Not fuck my... You know what I mean? Don't do that. Look at him. He's gorgeous. What a beautiful man. Anyway. So yes. I'm glad that I went through this game. I'm glad I played it as much as I fucking did. I mean, I've been recording for 2 hours and 21 minutes because I've been trying to go through down every avenue to try and get the best endings and to try and get both of the ending. For some reason, somehow, I just can't get it, which is really annoying. But this has been fantastic. My name's Unicorn Skull, and this was how to break up with your Yandere boyfriend.